Hi, it's Elizabeth. I'm here to talk to you today about the student binder I made for my son to use this coming school year. So I'm just going to kind of give you a tour of that. I thought it would be a lot easier than trying to describe it. So you'll see I just have it in one of these little folders with the 3 hole punches in it, and I used plastic sleeves to try to make it kind of durable. I also want to make sure that things don't fall out too easily. So if I just had these things loosely in a folder, the little kids could grab them and they might just get dumped everywhere. So that's why I chose this method. Anyway, the first page I just have his chores. I have his daily chores, his different routines he needs to complete and when, his weekly chores by each day that they need to be done, and his monthly chores. He has a monthly chore every Saturday he needs to do. So that's his chore page. And then on the back is a copy of our family schedule. We don't follow this to a T, but it kind of gives him an idea of what I expect our day to kind of look like. Following that, this is where we get into the meat of his schoolwork. And this is his required reading list that I built for him. I try to work every summer on making a reading list for him to work throughout the year. The first section is Mother Divine Grace history. So these are the things that are suggested by Mother Divine Grace for books. And there's a little check box by each book as the author, as well as where. Where can he find these? O means we own them. Down here I have a K for Kindle. So that's where he can find those. If they don't have a letter by them, that's something we had to borrow from the library, and so he should be able to find that in the library book basket. I also have another history section. I just want him to read a lot from our history time period, and so I have a lot of books here, and I don't know that he'll get through all of them, but he usually does get through all the books I ask him to. So then on the back I have just literature and religion books. So those are back here as well. Those are books that I've chosen for him. So he can just check them off as he does them, and he always knows where they are and what book is coming next. Over on this side I have his school weekly checklist, and still kind of fine-tuning that. So there's just one copy, but eventually I'll put a whole bunch of copies in there, and that's something he's going to pull out every week and check off the things as he completes them on each day. And I'm going to put up another video of exactly how we're going to use that in conjunction with the Mother of Divine Grace syllabus and our clipboard system, and show you how we do that to help make him as independent as possible in his schoolwork. And then in the back, this is kind of where I've just corralled like all those loose papers that aren't in workbooks that he's going to need to complete his schoolwork throughout the year. So if you have a lot of those loose papers, maybe you fill this up every term or every week. We don't have a lot of those. A lot of our stuff is in workbooks, but there are a few things. So this is almost our full year's worth of loose papers. So the first section is geography. He needs 10 maps to fill out as he memorizes the state locations and capitals. So those will be right here when he needs those. He knows right where to go to get those. And that's all done for me. I don't have to do that on a Sunday night before Monday morning. Behind that, I have all the poems he will be memorizing. Mother Divine Grace has the kids memorize poems. And then, so he can refer to this every day as he works on memorizing his poem. And then when it's complete, he will take that copy of the poem out, and then he'll illustrate that, and that will go in his poetry book. And then right behind that is the very next one that he's going to have to memorize, so it's all ready to go. And then behind that is a sleeve for math tests, which I have not copied yet. We don't have our next year's math curriculum yet, but I'll have those all copied ahead of time, so I don't have to worry about that. So this is just a way that I corral all those loose papers and also include some things to make him accountable and make him as independent as possible. So I hope you find that helpful.